Hey everybody, I hope this is finally working. I apologize that the earlier live broadcast, the signal had run out. I will make sure that people are showing up here and that you can actually hear me, make sure this is working. Seems that we have the technology gremlins out there today. Hi, Simply Michelle. Hello. Hello back to you. And Fifth World and Tracy and Becca and Karen and Steve Conover and Mama Chaos and Johns Durham and Jill, AB, Jamie Wood, love to all, Marco Duval, Donna, Ron, Cherish, Lori Bond, Love Matters, good to see you, Lou Mikado, Wendy M, I see all of you, very good to see you. So I apologize the earlier show if you saw an announcement come up or you saw a notification come up that the signal on my wireless device here went out partial way through. So the amazing thing is I had full bars, so not sure why the gremlins took it, but I just removed it because I wasn't sure what was actually there. I just want to let you know right away, right now, it's 11:12 a.m. my time. At 12 noon, I will be on Jeffrey Doherty's New Cosmic Knowledge channel. We're going to be discussing something that I think is going to be very important. Many of you have probably seen my early videos about the US dollar and our economic systems, but this is going to be a show that's primarily focused on what impact the economic system has had on you, because we tend to think of it as something separate from us. But our economic system is a value system, and it has become everybody's value system. And, when you ask somebody, what's your value system? And they'll say, well, honesty or integrity, those aren't value systems. So value systems are how you eat and how you survive. Now, you've heard the phrase, you are what you eat. Well, that's very true. You become the system, the honor system of the way that you eat. So it's what we're going to be discussing is how that value system impacts our daily activity. And I think that you're going to be incredibly surprised to find out just how much of an impact that has on your daily decisions, on the way you treat other people, on how you conduct your personal life. Forget about having a job, forget about working, forget about all of that stuff. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how you treat another person, and the way that you do things has been severely impacted by the financial system that we live on. And so this is going to help you come to terms with some of the things that you do and how we live, because it is positively the beast system. It is what I liken to the image of the beast, because it mimics, the financial system mimics within lies and manipulation and perception. So we're going to go through that. And I've spoken to, I see Maverick. Good to see you, Mav. Relentless Maverick. The Maverick and I are also going to be talking fairly soon, and I think that we'll probably combine, do a show that is going to be focused on truly what is coming. And I think it's important to, good to see you, Anonymous Christian Branch. I think it's going to be very important for you to grasp, as I've said, and you've seen me speak of in my previous videos, that it's so important for you to know what's coming. So when it happens, it's not going to destroy your world, that you can begin to take on a different spiritual set within inside you. So when it does take place, you're expecting it. If you knew an earthquake is coming, it's not shocking. You've prepared yourself. You've propped things up. You've reinforced your dwelling. That's really what we need to do here, because the things that are happening and the things that are coming are going to be much larger than anybody realizes. And I wish that it was easier for me to just say it, but it's not, because it truly, if sometimes we don't actually understand what Scripture says until we've watched it take place. It truly shows that we have a mind that has been relegated to statements, to a way of thinking, to a dogma of how things are. But as you can see right before our very eyes, things are changing and the world is ignoring it for good purpose, for their purpose. They're ignoring these things. As long as the media isn't discussing it, well, then it's not happening. Well, that's just simply not the truth. So good to see you, TJ Marshall, Wendy, Kelly Kim, the Fifth World. Good to see you. Stealth Drone Tech. Good to see you. Stealth Drone Tech, do you fly drones? Do you have drones? I have drones. I fly drones. I've been building drones and drone technology longer than people even knew what a drone was. So long before that. So we will be discussing things. Like I said on Jeffrey's channel, we'll discuss our financial system today. I'm going to go into great depth in it, as well as discuss cryptocurrencies, because not many of you may or may not know, but I was very involved in the very, very, very early stages in 2009, 2010, 2011 in cryptocurrencies and the building and the establishment of Bitcoin. And so I'm quite familiar with the technology behind it, what it is. I'll get into those details and understand and help you understand precisely what role those are going to play here in the very near future. So you're aware when you see these things again. You may have seen one of my videos that was discussing 3 calamities. Well, you'll see the impatient people that say, "Oh, well, you said these 3 calamities are coming and they still haven't happened." You know, it's amazing. Again, we go back to the Burger King generation statement that, you know, we want it right now and we want it our way. You don't get to determine how and when things take place. But I will say that, like a thief in the night refers to that you don't know actually that the thief was there until you woke up in the morning and recognized that everything of true value that you had was stolen. So a thief in the night isn't about being fast. A thief in the night is that you won't even know it came and went until you've woken up from your sleep. And that's going to be the state of the world. The vast majority of the people in this world will wake up and all of this will have already taken place. And it will be you, the ones here, Princess Nepalis, Andrew Adams. I think I said that twice. So you got 2 mentions, Andrew. Mama Chaos, I think I've said you twice as well. So Elizabeth Long, William Cabot, hopefully I'm saying that right. Ronnie Tomasetto Jr., hello, good to see you. Discerned Citizen, what up? What up with you? Justin Lowry, Xavier, hey, you know what I like about that name? They're just going to give you some little fun stuff here. The enemy has hidden the life form, the meaning behind our true life. So as I've always said, and I will always tell you, that the enemy takes what the Father has made and he corrupts it. So whenever you see X is quite powerful. X is in all things, X is the numerator, it's the denominator, it's the equation, it's the answer. X marks the spot. X is very, very important. And I think it's interesting to think about this for a second, that in order to diminish the X and hide it in all of our society, the enemy, being Enki and Lil, has put an E before the X. So when you see exalt, it's EX, right? You don't need the E there to make the word exalt. So obviously, Xavier doesn't need an E before that X. Just like exaltation doesn't need an E before that before the X to make the word. So just to show you how the enemy operates, how he hides things right in front of your face. Obfuscation, the greatest obfuscation is, if you want to hide something, hide it in plain sight. So that's how that operates. So with that said, I'm going to try to grab a little bit of food before 12 noon. That's going to be in just a little over 30 minutes from now on New Cosmic Knowledge channel, Jeffrey Doherty. Please go there, listen to what we have to say. Hopefully I don't fall asleep. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night. And bring your questions. I think that probably we'll try to go to the chat room quite often on this, because it's not an issue that is easy for people to, it's actually quite easy for you to comprehend, but we're going to get into the details about how it's actually impacting you specifically, and your personal situations in your life are really become the evidence, and that we'll discuss that. It's a conversation that Jeffrey and I've had over the course of a week, quite in depth, covering some of those areas and how we act and what we do. Currency in our life. So think of current and a river, as I believe, in the title of this. So good to see you, everybody. I love you very much. Join me on Jeffrey's channel in 30 minutes, and I'll see you there.